Welcome back, everyone. Well, most of us make New Year's resolutions and don't stick to them. Shannon Flowers is here to talk about some resolutions that you probably should make and actually stick to as well. We're talking about financial resolutions.
Yes, about 45% of people make New Year's resolutions every year. Unfortunately, only about 8% of people stick to them. So
that's not good numbers.
No, that's not. Financial resolutions are something that need to be adhered to, and there's some basic ones. One is, contributing more annually to your retirement plan, whether it be a traditional IRA or 401k, a plan at work. That just needs to be something done every year. Another thing is an emergency fund, is to contribute to an emergency fund. You should have at least 6 months of living expenses set aside for emergencies.
So that's any kind of an emergency we're talking about.
You have a car repair, an appliance has gone out at the house, and it's set aside just for that. You don't want it too accessible, maybe don't get a debit card on it, but...
right, where you can end up making that impulse buy.
Absolutely. So make sure that you have that money set aside for emergencies. You also need to reduce your debts, your credit card debts. That should just be a given. You want to end 2014 with less debt than you started it with. Fourth, proper amount of insurance, life insurance, disability insurance. If you're between the ages of 50 and 75, you need to be looking at long-term care insurance. That is such an essential part of retirement nowadays.
How soon should someone actually be looking into that? Like, what's too young, or what's
50 to 75? In your 50s, you should, and we have hybrid products now. You can discuss with your financial advisor, which give you life insurance with long-term care, so that it's not just a long-term care product. You'll get that death benefit. So there's new products out there to help with that need. So
the basic resolution is to really sit down and look at your finances in general and make any changes that really need to be made.
Absolutely. Contribute more to your 401k, pay down those debts, start an emergency fund, make sure you have the proper amount of insurance, and the last two are psychological. Don't overreact to market volatility. We're going to have a 10% correction annually. We haven't. It's coming, and it's not about timing the market. It's your time in the market. And then you should have a strategy in place for long term. And if you don't, you need to get with your financial advisor or call me, and we'll set one up. Make sure that it's suitable to your needs, your goals, your risk tolerance, and your time horizon. So
some good advice, which might actually make Christmas shopping next year even easier for some folks.
Hopefully.
All right. Thank you so much for being here.